Very good evening. Brother Edward from edwardpf123 was kind enough here to send me some materials for some of the elderly folk that we work with down in Bruce Mines. I just wanted to share that there with you, and thank you, Edward, for passing that on. I noticed it was a kind of tidy bill there, almost $30 to ship that up, so we thank you kindly for your contribution there. And I just wanted to go through what he shipped on over to us. We have this Bible Believer's Handbook of Heresies. This kind of goes through a few of the things for young believers to be wary of early on, so they don't get confused. So some very good layout here, fairly big print as well, makes it easy for the elderly to work with. Yeah, there's probably about 10 or so of those booklets. We've got this other booklet here, Plain Reasons for Keeping the Authorized Version. Why should we keep to the authorized version of the Bible in preference to any modern versions now available? So just a guide here, probably about a half a dozen or so of these, and it just walks through some of the reasonings why we adhere to the King James Bible. And again, the print looks fairly good there. It's fairly good size print. And what else we got here? We got The Essence of Christianity by James W. Knox. The Essence of Christianity, fair size print here. Haven't really read through this to determine, but presumably, based on what I can see here so far in the verses, deals with security of the salvation of the believer, among other things. And there's probably about 10 of those. Thank you, Edward. And we got this other one here. It's from the Trinitarian Bible Society, and it's called Confidence. Again, large print. This is kind of a light devotional ordeal and gives comfort and comfort verses to the elderly who experience infirmity and whatnot. And there's probably about a half dozen or so of those. We try to put those to good use. And we got The Light of the World. Again, this Light of the World text is delivered by the Trinitarian Bible Society. Giant size print. Same idea. It's verses that are used to try to encourage the elderly there in their state. So that's a good little tool to help encourage the elderly. And there's probably about a half a dozen or so of those. And we get the Bible Believer's Helpful Little Handbook, a handy reference guide for plain folks like us by James L. Melton. And it's going through the blood atonement, believing, conscience, covetousness, different topics of faith. And it's fair size print as well, so it should be easy enough for them to read. And there are probably about 10 or 12 of those, maybe more. And what else we got here? Fighting Back by James L. Melton. A handy reference guide for King James Bible believers. And it goes through some pretty good referencing here. Old and New Testament comparisons to various translations and text, so that we can weed out some of the pitfalls, if you will, of modern day translations. So that's good for a good starter guide. Nice big print for the elderly to read. And what else we got here? No Liars in Heaven. Oh, I'm guessing there's probably about 20-25 tracks per booklet here. And he sent 2 of those on, and those are chick tracks. So all in all, pretty good little package for that little group home down there. And thank you, Edward PF123, for giving thoughts to those folks, and we'll try to put that information to good use down there. And just pass on your blessings to Edward PF123 and his household, him and Pam. And I thank you folks for coming around here tonight. You have yourself a very good evening.